Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheraton Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. So the past couple of videos we've been focused on chicken, but today it's time we get back to our roots. Let's talk about some pigs. Hang on with us for a little bit.
That water hose right there got laid down the first week we was here.
Been here ever since.
And it's been there ever since. Hello, mamas.
Hey mama, how are you?
You're dirty.
All right, everybody likes a good piglet video, so let's do a little update on our piglets. So these, man, they've really grown.
They are really grown.
Son of a gun.
Oh, we're in heat over here.
Oh, and we're in heat, okay. Scared the piglets off. All right, so these piglets here are piglets from 3 different sows that were unplanned pregnancy.
Hello, mamas.
From our boar, Jake. And Jake is no longer with us. But these were unplanned. And that's actually worked out to be a pretty good thing for us. These piglets would typically be piglets for next spring to start processing November, December, that kind of timeline, so that we would have pork for markets next year and have pork ready to go in the spring. So there's a couple of different groups. Man, they crazy. Got that love and feeling. So like I said, these are piglets from 3 different moms. We got 2 more. Is there 2 more groups over there on the other side of the hill? There's 2 more groups over there on the other side of the hill.
There's 23 right here.
23 here. How many's over there?
20.
20, and 20 over there. So we got 43. Now, we get asked, how many times a week?
Multiple times a week.
I mean, seriously, 4 or 5 times a week? Easy, 4 or 5 times a week. Do you have any piglets to sell? Have you got any piglets to sell? I want to make a declarative statement right here, right now. No, we do not have any piglets to sell. I wish that we did, but we just don't. We're going to need, so there's 43 here. We're going to need all of these, ain't we?
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to, for next year.
The way it's going, we're going to have them all.
Because sales are just...
out the roof.
Sales are crazy this year. Best start ever for farmers markets. And we've not even had a good market weather day yet, have
Not
we?
yet. It's either rained or been cold and windy.
Yeah, or
Every
overcast.
Saturday
I mean,
for a month.
it's been horrible. But I mean, sales are just through the roof. And we're selling more bulk pork too, aren't we? Aren't we doing more wholes and halves on pork? I know we are. I know we are on beef.
More on beef.
We're doing more wholes and halves on beef, which that's a totally different problem. We'll get into that on a different video.
Sausages are the thing right now.
Like breakfast.
Pork. Breakfast and dinner sausage.
Yeah, like andouille like we're out of bratwurst, aren't we?
No,
Pork
not
bratwurst?
now.
Not now, because you just picked
I just
up
went
pork.
and picked up some Wednesday.
So how many pigs was that? I don't remember. That was 4.
That was 4.
So you picked up 4 pigs worth of pork on a couple days ago, Wednesday this week. That restocked us on a couple of our sausages.
And still need more.
And
I got 50 pounds of mild patties.
Yeah.
And that's not enough. When the next set of pigs go, I'm going to have to get 50 more.
50 more pounds. So.
And I got, yeah. So the next round, which is in 2 weeks, I'm going to get 50 more of mild patties and 100 of hot patties.
Yeah. So it's just, sales are just through the roof. So, I wish we were going to have piglets to sell. I really do, because we've done well on piglet sales in the past, and we like helping folks out. And we feel like we've got some pretty good pasture-based genetics here now, because we've been doing this for a while, and we've got some proven sales and some of that kind of thing. But it's just, y'all, I'm just afraid it's not in the cards this spring for us to be able to sell piglets. But at any rate, good looking group here. They are, so between all the piglets, these and the ones over on the other side of the hill, there's about 3 weeks difference between the oldest and the youngest. We're getting really close to weaning size. We're probably going to do the weaning here in the next week and a half to 2 weeks. castrate males. We're not keeping any boars. I think we've talked about that a little bit in the past. We're not keeping any boars. We're going back to AI. We like AI because it's consistent. The timing, we can time exactly when we want to have piglets. You know, if we've got a boar in, we got a range of what, 3 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
We AI, we can narrow that down to what, about 48 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so we
The
can,
last one we AI'd, we hit it right on the nail right on the head.
yeah, we knew the day.
We projected it out for Christmas Eve, and it was Christmas
And by
Eve.
golly, that's when it was, yeah. It says about 2 o'clock on Christmas Eve afternoon.
Sure was.
No, it's a little earlier than that because we had to go to Mom and Dad's. Might have been a little earlier in the day. That's that cold day. That was awful.
Look at the grass.
Yeah, I got grass hanging out of his mouth right there.
That's a pretty girl right there.
Yeah, boy. I mean, these are good looking pigs. These are all half Berkshire, half mix. And when we say mix, there's some Hampshire, some Yorkshire, some Duroc, some Hereford, some different breeds in here. But all of these are half Berkshire pigs. So that
It looks
should.
like we got one little boy there that might have a scrotal hernia.
Oh,
He's in the back, see?
Yep, I know. I can see which one you're talking about. So half Berkshire, so this should be some good quality pork. All right, let's go over on the hill. We've got some more pigs in the woods over there. That mama is in heat, buddy.
Yeah, she's got it bad.
She got it bad. Let's not growl. Y'all can't hear from here. Well, oh yeah, he's got a scrotal hernia bad, don't he? Dang, go and look at that thing. Okay, so let's go over here, check out these other piglets and see how they're doing over there. All right, real quick, I want to do a plug for some swag. We've got some hats. I've got some maroon with the white backing. These are the Richardson 112s with the Sheraton Park Farms logo and name on it. I've got some maroon and some blue. I'll post a picture of the blue one here right now. So we've got these for sale on our Barn to Door website. I'll post a link in the description down below. If you'd like a hat, go over there and order one, $30, free shipping. So order you a hat and we'll send you one out.
Here they are.
Oh yeah.
Hello, mamas. Look at her. Oh, everybody's being lazy.
All right, so here's the rest of our piglet group. This is our superstar mom. How many did she have this time? I don't even remember now.
She had 17 total.
Yeah.
She's weaned, or she's gonna wean 10.
Gonna wean 10, okay. So this is the rest of them. So these piglets are all a little bit older than those over there, but we're gonna let the piglets out there
Hey, mama.
catch up with these. We'll wean these at a little older age than we do the first group that we saw, but that's fine, it's no big deal. So these guys, so these are all either Jake babies. These are all Jake babies, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, these are all natural conception, and they are all half Berkshire. They're either half Berkshire or 3/4 Berkshire. Yeah, that would be it. They're either half or 3/4, and then the rest of it is Duroc in them.
So the black ones are or at least 3/4.
Yeah, the black ones, like this guy right here, at least 3/4. I mean, he's just got a lot of Berkshire look.
Hey, baby girl.
The more black they have, the more likely they are to have more Berkshire in them. And then the redder they are, the more likely they are to be like half and half. So, but anyway, good looking bunch here. Again, I wish we were going to have some to sell, but these are all going to be piglets for next spring market. And they'll be processed over winter as the winter time comes around. Now, what's the fate of these moms? We had talked about, you know, we had initially talked about we were going to keep out some new gilts and breed and that kind of thing. But we're going to run these girls again, aren't we?
Yeah, this one, the one up the hill,
Yep.
and then that one that's over there with the feeders.
There's a spotted one over there.
Yeah.
Yep. That we're going to
This
keep.
one with all the piglets around it, she's going away in
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Her last 2 litters have been
Zeros.
0 for 0, ain't she? She's hitting a big goose egg, so she's gonna.
Her very first litter, she had 10 and weaned 6.
Yeah.
And then the last 2 fair ones have been 0.
Been 0 for, yeah. So she's gonna go. But this girl here, she's doing good. We're gonna keep her. We'll run her again, and then our superstar mama down here, we're going to run her again as well. So as soon as these piglets are weaned, we're going to start looking for heat, aren't we? Because we're going to go
Yes.
ahead. We really want to get these girls bred June or July, don't we? If we can, so that we're having piglets October, first half of November, if at all possible. Is that right? Would that work? July,
November.
July, August, yeah, it'd be middle of October.
Look at here.
And then what we'll do,
Check out them feet.
I know, don't it look good? And then what we'll do from there is, if we keep them and run them another round, we'll do them right after Christmas, won't we?
Yeah.
We would do them right after Christmas. So we're getting everybody kind of back on a regular schedule now. We had missed some breeding opportunities early on this farm because we were trying to use boars, and we just did not do well with that. So trying to get back in the AI game. Look at these, man alive. That right there is a pile of piglets. Daggone. Lazy piglets.
Got one trying to eat my boot.
All right. There's a piglet story. All right, so this is the feeder group, and we've been talking about these for a couple weeks now. Look at that thing. This one right here. That is a muscular pig.
Look at that one coming up the hill there.
Yep. So this is what, Sonner said a minute ago. This is what we're used to, ain't it? These are the pigs we've been looking for.
So you see the belly on these pigs?
Yeah.
And how short they are. Everybody says, oh, they're wormy. No, they're not wormy. They're just getting fat. And so what will happen here in the next couple of weeks, they will get skinny and get taller.
Yeah. So like, for example, these pigs right here are about 2 weeks ahead. And it's hard to see if we can get a little more of a profile. See, they're taller and skinnier. They don't have near the belly on them. They're about 2 weeks older. So, I mean,
That's the way it works.
Is it 2 weeks or is it like a month?
No, it's a month.
They're about a month older. Yeah. So, that's sort of the growth cycle that we've noticed in pigs is they get short, round, and fat, then they'll get a growth spurt, and they'll get kind of tall and sort of lean looking, and then they'll get fat again, and then they'll another little growth spurt. So that's just kind of that kind of.
Especially on these red pigs.
Yeah, especially on the red pigs. That's just kind of how this seems to work. This group here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's 19 in this group. These are pigs that will be ready for processing starting in about 8 weeks. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll be looking into July, middle to end of July, and that'll be some of the lighter colored pigs.
Yeah.
They were born, gone. That big old.
They were the ones that we carried some of them into the house.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
These I stuck some of them in my shirt.
Yeah, these are some of the ones that we carried into the house. So they were born in November, kind of a cold, nasty rain.
Spent the night in the brooder.
Spent the night in the brooder, that's correct. And so they'll be ready starting in July. And then the red pigs, the way they're coming on, they're going to be ready about the same time. But these will be pigs that we'll do through July, August, September. And these will be late season market and then overwinter pigs. Is that right?
Yep.
And then our piglets up on the hill, they'll kind of fall
spring.
in. They'll fall in behind for next spring, exactly. So we've had a little bit of a conversation the past couple of days about how nice would it be to process all of these at one time.
Yeah.
But our problems are storage.
We don't have appointments for that many at one time, and we don't have space for that many at one time.
Storage is a problem. We would need a much bigger freezer or some freezer storage. But we were talking about, it would be one trip to the processor. It would be one trip to pick up, and then we could have just a huge stock of product available. Somebody comes up and wants 100 pounds of sausage, we would have that. So, new set of problems. I think the storage is what's getting us right now to be able to do that. But anyway.
In everything we do, there's a choke point.
Yeah.
And that choke point is something different all the time. And we work on the one that needs worked on the worst. And once we get it, we go to the next one.
It reveals another choke point. It reveals
a new one, yes.
Yeah. So we solve a problem and then another one appears. That's kind of the theme in farming, ain't it?
I think it is, yeah. Especially if you're focused on growing.
Yeah.
You know, we have a conversation every now and then when is big enough.
Yeah.
You know,
But the demand has really grown
the
this
demand
year.
is crazy.
It's just unbelievable. So, all right. So these are our feeder pigs. We've shown this setup before. Big area that's cordoned off into 6 different sections. They've been here
Tuesday.
about 4 days now. And so you can see that they've really kind of worked the grass over, pushing stuff down, eating some grass. Let's take a look down here at the section they just came off of. So they were on the other side of this fence up until, like I say, 3 or 4 days ago. They really worked this over down here. We did overseed back with some sorghum Sudan grass. So they were here. And then prior to that, hello buddy, look at the fat pig. The hams on that thing. My gone, what a pig. Before that, they were over here in this paddock. Overseeded it with some sorghum Sudan grass, and you can see that really coming up right here and starting to green in. So they're on a paddock, they come off, and then they don't go back for about 5 weeks. So that's working out really nice to give the paddock some rest and overseed, get some greenery going. And they're not in mud. So, you know, yeah, we get a little mud around drinking stations and that kind of thing. And there were some bare spots here. But these pigs are not on barren ground. They're not in dirt. They're on greenery. So really excited to see what these pigs are going to be like when we get them back from the processor. What are those pork chops going to be like? What's that sausage and that bacon going to be like? I think having them in a grass pasture with more access to greenery is going to make a difference in the quality of the pork. To be determined. So anyway, 7-day rotations on the new pasture. Lots of green stuff. Everybody's looking good. All right, there they are. Piglets, feeder pigs. We're kind of starting to hit our stride back on pigs again. We had some missed breeding opportunities early on here on this farm, and caused us to, you know, kind of get a little out of kilter. But now I think we're sort of getting things straightened back out. We're getting our feeder groups tightened back together. Man, I'm losing my light. We're getting our feeder groups kind of tightened back together like they should be. Planning our breeding out so that we're farrowing when we need to and not having these oddball farrowings and farrowing groups of sows at the same time instead of one here, one there, and getting kind of off kilter and that sort of thing. So, but anyway, farm's always a work in progress, and we do love pigs. So, like we always say, please keep us in your prayers. May God bless you and your families, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks. Without fail.